To woke or not to woke? That is the question for Marvel at this time, and we're going to be kind of jumping into everything that they talked about at the panel for Phase 4 of the MCU, and I'm going to be giving you guys my general thoughts about it. So, like I said before, after Endgame, I was going to emotionally, or at least tried to emotionally detach myself from Marvel moving forward and focus on a movie-by-movie basis when it comes to Marvel. Some movies I might like, other movies I might not like. Who knows? I'm not going to try to get as worked up about it and stuff, and I'm just going to continue to give you guys my honest thoughts about everything happening with the MCU, because thankfully we have Endgame as the closing chapter for the Infinity War saga. We have that in a nice little package, and now we can move forward, and anything that happens from here on out will be kind of on a movie by movie basis for me moving forward, whether I get excited about it or not. So, there's a lot of movies that they announced at the panel that I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm really excited for Black Widow, because this is a movie that I've been wanting to have for, 7 years now. Ever since 2012, I've been wanting a Black Widow movie, and it's ridiculous that it's taken this long to get a Black Widow movie, and it's really, really stupid to me that they didn't make this first as the first female Marvel movie in the MCU, and instead now Captain Marvel, who randomly came out of nowhere, is getting all the credit for it. I hate that. I can't tell you guys how much I hate that. Seriously, it's really, really annoying. But, there's a lot of movies that I'm excited about on the Phase 4 thing, and or shows or whatever, and then there's a lot that I have a lot of red flags about. So, I'm excited for Black Widow, and I'm excited for Loki, and I'm excited for Doctor Strange 2. Those are probably the three that I'm the most excited about. I'm excited for Loki because I love Tom Hiddleston as Loki, and I love that character. I think he's one of the best characters of the MCU. I'll be interested to see what they do with his story. It's definitely going to have a lot of woke elements in it, I think, as far as the actual story goes. But if they focus on, keeping Loki as the awesome character he is, then there might be some fun things about that series. So we'll just have to wait when they bring that out, which is still going to be 2 years away, so it's not going to be happening anytime soon, obviously. But I'm excited to see where they're going to be going with that, especially if it's going to be kind of like the Marvel version of Doctor Who. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Black Widow, I'm really excited about. Scarlett Johansson is awesome. David Harbour will be awesome in it. I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with that movie. There's definitely possibilities of it being woke, at least a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be quite that bad. I don't think so. And it seems like it's going to be having a lot of a kind of like a Jason Bourne type of feeling to it, which is really cool. I love the Jason Bourne series, and I would love to see them kind of play into that type of movie a little bit with the Black Widow movie. So, excited about that. Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness is another one I'm really excited about, because it is going to be kind of like the first horror type of movie in Marvel, and there's a lot that they could do with that film. There's a lot of potential for Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. There's a lot of potential for that movie. If they really play into it well, they could take that movie in all sorts of different directions. This movie could have a huge impact on the MCU moving forward. Scarlet Witch is going to be in it as well, which is really cool. And I have high hopes for that movie. Now, Eternals is going to be woke. WandaVision might not be woke, but I don't really care about that one so much, to be completely honest. Hawkeye, I could take it or leave it, to be completely honest. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings, there's definitely potential for that one, but I need to hear more about it before I really say too much about it. But I think that there's a lot of potential for that film, and it could actually end up being a pretty good film. Now, Thor Love and Thunder, which is going to be one of the last movies coming out on the docket for the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4, is going to be really, really woke, guys. I'm telling you right now, this movie is going to be very woke, unless they actually change some things over the next couple years, but we'll have to wait and see. But when you have one of your main actresses coming out on stage, and the first thing that she starts talking about is her character's sexual orientation and gender and all of that type of stuff, you know that this movie is going to be woke, because that is at the forefront of the minds of the actors and the writers and all of that stuff who are working on Thor, which is really, really sad. And I'm sad for Chris Hemsworth, because he doesn't seem like he's very excited about the MCU moving forward, or at least not with Thor and stuff, because, you know, basically they're stripping away his character of Thor and giving it to Jane randomly, suddenly, and I think that's really ridiculous. I talked about this a little bit more in a previous video that I did earlier today, so you can go check that out if you want to. But yeah, those are just kind of my general thoughts about the MCU moving forward. It's a very, very mixed bag for me, okay? There's a lot of good things that could be happening with the MCU. There's a lot of potential with the MCU, but then there's a lot of things that give me red flags as well. I'm not going to say that the MCU is just going to be completely 100% woke now. I'm not going to say that, because we don't know at this point. But there's a lot of signs that are pointing in that direction. So, moving forward, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about some of these films. Then some of the films, I'm just going to go in and give you guys my honest thoughts about what I think. You know, of course, I'm going to do that with all the films. You know, even Black Widow. I'm excited for that film. But if that film is going to be just a complete woke fest, or just going to be a terrible story, or whatever, disrespectful to the character of Black Widow, I'm going to be honest about that. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts. So, you know, I'm going to be focusing a lot on Marvel moving forward on the channel here. So if you guys are new around here, consider subscribing to keep up to date about everything happening with the MCU moving forward. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this news. What of these projects are you excited about? I do want to hear what you guys have to say about that. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.